Video number 3. This is how you handle it once you've done your primary fermentation and you've reached the point where you're comfortable with what you have. You like how it tastes. It's got the right amount of alcohol, which is always a major plus. The taste, the body of the wine, whether or not you need to add more water to it. If it's too dry, do you need to add sugar to it? Just remember, if it's too dry, you want to add sugar to it, now's the time to do it. Right now. Otherwise, you will ruin it. Alright? If your wine's too full-bodied and that's not what you want, you need to add your extra water to it now, and you need to use filtered water. Alright? Use that damn distilled water they sell in the gallon jugs at Walmart for 60 cents. Hell, grab one of them. Because you don't want the fluoride, and you sure as shit don't want the ammonia in it, because you don't want to kill off all of the yeast in it just yet. And you'll also want to do what I say. No, once you reach the point of no return, look at what you got. I'm a little high right now. But once you've reached that point of where it's fermented enough and you want to stop the fermentation on it, once you've tasted it, you like what it tastes like, then you want to stop fermenting. That means killing the yeast. You need to kill the good guys. And the way that you do that is with this little fucker. This little stinky, dirty, sexy motherfucker. Alright. What you do, since we're working with 2-liter bottles here, you're going to break this tablet into 1/3. 1/3. If you use too much Camden tablets, it will leave a disgusting sulfuric smell in your wine, and it will make you hurl. Just like I said to my good buddy Seth yesterday, whenever I had to throw out 4 gallons of wine because I'd accidentally treated them twice. They got a whole tablet because I was stoned out of my fucking mind and didn't remember treating them. So I treated them again. And it tasted and it smelled just like fruity ass. It was gross. So do your measurements. Make sure that they are precise. You need 1/3 of a tablet of Camden tablets to stop a fermentation. And then what you do with it then, or that tablet, of course, got to be crushed up. Stick it in there. Then you stick it in the refrigerator. Once you stick it in the refrigerator, you let it sit for about 5 days. That gives the Camden tablets time to start working. Now what that does is it's got sulfur in it. It's potassium metabisulfate, and that second word in that, metabisulfate, the sulfate, sulfur. Alright? You gotta wait for that shit to start working. Now it's still going to keep fermenting at a slow fermentation in your fridge. And leave that in there for 5 days. Take it out. And you'll notice at the very bottom of it, the very bottom of your bottle, right around here, you will notice a layer of crud. It's a layer of dead yeast cells because, well, yeast die. And it's also some of the proteins left over from whatever juice you're using. And then what you're going to do, we're going to get rid of them, or at least I'm going to try to show you how to. Get you a strainer, a good strainer. Alright? You want a strainer like this where looking up at the motherfucker, yeah, you want that because that's going to collect any loose particles that go through it. If you have to, cut you some cheesecloth and lay the cheesecloth down inside this strainer here, and that will capture a lot of foreign bodies coming out of there. Then you stick it back in the refrigerator for 1 more week. But keep in mind, you can be drinking on this at any time you want to once you put it in the refrigerator. It's your call. Next video, I'm going to get into a couple more basic stuff. So,